Hi, I'm Claudia, and I'm gonna have a go at telling you about my whole new album in under 2 minutes, alright? Time starts now. Track 1, Wonderful Day. It's all about waking up with mindfulness and a smile on our face, tuning into our senses, both what we see outside and around us, as well as what we hear in our own heartbeat, and feeling grounded by being in tune with our breath. This is going to take way longer than 2 minutes, isn't it, guys? I better hurry up. Okay, track 2, Hello Sunshine. This is really simple. We all feel better with a little vitamin D, right? Okay, track 3, Let's Go Play. How do you like to get to the park? Shall we walk, run, hop, bounce like frogs? And what are we going to do when we get there? Right, the river song. This is where we need to grab our paddles and row, row, row down the river. More of a country folk pop journey, I guess. It's an adventure, and it's all about having a party on the riverbank. I love being me. This is an affirmation song, and it's also about being part of our family. It's not just about appreciating what we like about our life. It is that too. It's also about appreciating those around us. Imagination room. Being in that imaginary space, and where can we go? What are we limited by? Virtually nothing when we use our imagination, right? Dinosaur Garden Party. This is just pure fun. T-Rex. Of course, T-Rex is the best. What do T-Rexes like to eat at the Dinosaur Garden Party? Find out in my song. Roadworks. All right, this one's all about fabulous things. Road cones. Sometimes they get a bad name, but you know, those poor old road workers are just trying to make us all a bit safer. Oh yeah, and it's also for kids who love diggers and all kinds of construction vehicles. Okay, if I was a farmer. I was a city kid, but I grew up with holidays on the farm. And this one is super fun. Fun fact, I'm actually scared of horses, although I think they're amazing, beautiful creatures. Horses know when you're afraid of them. I'd love to ride a pony and enjoy it, not be terrified. Rainbows in my food. The natural kind, not food colouring. How many rainbows can we find in our food? This one's all about helping kids have fun with food and hopefully eat more healthy veggies too. Fire truck. What sound does a fire truck make? It's actually also inspired by the volunteer firefighters because, you know, they really are heroes. They do so much for the community, and that's what this song is about. It's a simple fire truck song with the sound, like kind of onomatopoeia of the sound of a fire truck, but it's also about saying thank you to the firefighters. Shopping song, teaching kids about using our pocket money, but spending it wisely and making good choices, particularly healthy choices at the grocery store or maybe the farmer's market. Or we've got a song called Tiny Titanosaur too. They were the biggest dinosaurs that ever lived. But of course a baby Titanosaur would be quite small, like a tiny one, right? They're huge, but they only ate plants and flowers. Isn't that interesting? I love that interesting particular fact. The helping song. Okay, this one is really just, it's kind of a tidy up song, but it's also about kindness and encouraging everyone to be helpers in whatever way they can to those around us. And if you self-identify as a helper, that's a really great way to sort of grow up in life, because when you see a way that you could help in any situation, whether that is washing the dishes or helping pick up the laundry, sweeping up all the like paper from the arts and crafts, or just having a kind word for someone who really needs it, and a smile. There's so many different ways to be a helper, isn't there? Oh yeah, my favourite counting song ever, Peekaboo Birdies. This one, actually, I originally wrote about the tuis in our garden. They're so noisy and cheeky, and in springtime, which we're just going into here in New Zealand, some of the trees get so full of tui. It's just amazing, and actually a really great counting activity for kids, because sometimes there's more than 5, maybe 10, 20, even 30 tui in one tree, whichever one has the sweetest nectar in our kowhai trees. So super fun song, also fun to play peekaboo with your little kids. Library card. This is actually a really simple song that if you were going to teach this or use it in a music classroom, you could do this as a round. Very simple, you could do it a cappella, and it is all about the places you can go and the adventures you can have with a library book. It's definitely more than 2 minutes, guys. Sorry about that. Magic words, of course. The power of please and thank you, and so many more words. I wanted to write a manners song that wasn't kind of bossy. I wanted a song that maybe tried to gently encourage kids to understand why it's good to use our manners, not just tell everyone to make sure they do it, and what it is about using manners that makes other people around us feel good. Okay, bath song. This one is about rubber duckies and bubbles, but also it's about singing in the bath. And why does it sound so good in the shower or the bath to sing? There's some cute little ideas about, there's reverb usually in that sort of small space with lots of hard surfaces, and so we've got a really good positive feedback loop for kids and adults, of course. So you, even if you're not a confident singer, if you sing in the bathroom, you'll always feel better about your singing. And of course, this album is all about singable songs. Puppet show life. This one is a story. I'm inviting kids to come on a little imagination journey with me into a little puppet show diorama. And fun fact about this song is there's actually another verse that I didn't record because the song was getting too long. So I have a kind of a vision that maybe one day we'll orchestrate it in a slightly different way, add the extra verse in, and maybe I'll learn how to make a diorama and make my own puppets, and we could tell the story that I've got in my head for this song. I really love that. Hopefully there's enough words and vocabulary in the song that kids could imagine what they think that puppet show world might look like to them. Everyone might have a different concept of what it might look like. And finally, to close the whole kit and caboodle is the Dream Fairy. This is a lullaby. When I first wrote this, it was actually called the Bee Fairy. So there's a line in it called sounds buzzy and fuzzy and free. And that's because I was imagining a little buzzy bee singing lullaby songs. And then I was like, okay, maybe it's still a bee, but I wanted the idea to be clear to kids that it was about dreams. So there's maybe a little kind of alter ego in there that the Dream Fairy might be a bumblebee. So I hope you enjoy Little Wild Singable Songs, and I hope it encourages you to sing, and I hope there's some songs in there that kids pick up and go, that's my bath song too. Never know. That's the power of music, right? Okay, over and out. I'm Claudia Robin Gunn.